So, how do we define our identity?
Well, you got to search deep within inside of you. What kind of person do you want to be? And you kind of model it after an ideal archetype. What kind of things does the person I want to be do? And you just got to do your best to do those things. Build up the same kind of discipline, same kind of habits that the ideal version of yourself would do. Just imagine it in your mind for a second and try your best to model that, basically. So over time, as you keep doing the right things, adjust yourself accordingly and keep on the right path to becoming that person you want to be, I think good things will start to happen for you. It doesn't happen overnight, obviously. It's going to take some time, and yeah, just to become that idealized self. Like if that person doesn't drink, try not to drink. If that person dresses a certain way, why not try and emulate that? So you can eventually change your mindset, change your way of thinking, and you will change your friends, and then your social circle's different. Go to the places that are more adventurous, that the adventurous side of you would want to explore. No, go to the other side of the world. It's, oh, I wouldn't usually do that. Well, how about be that person who would do that? And of course, it can be taken the negative way. You can become a bad person just because you're around bad people, and then you kind of adjust and you kind of adapt to that environment. But why not adapt to be a version that you would admire, someone that you would be proud of, someone who you would like as a mentor? Why not just be that yourself? Obviously, I'm not saying change who you are completely. I'm still myself, but I'm trying to be my best version of myself. So taking on good habits, that's still me. I'm not pretending to be a different character, because that's still ingrained with who I am. If it no longer serves you, well, then you probably know if it no longer serves you. If things are not going well in life, if you're just always constantly experiencing bad luck, or maybe there's a few things you need to change inside, either with your health or the way you think. Maybe your whole mindset needs to change, just your whole view of life. See, the question is, are you willing to compromise your morals and values just to get ahead in life? How famous do you want to be? How bad do you want to be famous? And are you willing to do things that you wouldn't usually do in order to rise up the ranks? Now here's the thing, we all have different levels of what we're open to do, morally wise. We're like, could push our boundaries a bit more. You see, some people, when they're presented with £1 million, they would do anything to get that money. They would do something disgusting, things they would never do, things that are morally questionable. But in their head, they'll think, well, that's a lot of money. I think it's worth compromising my values. I tend to think that, well, I'd hope that I had rather strong values, so I don't compromise on much. But other people will be more susceptible to compromising on who they truly are. Maybe they want to appease their friendship group. They'll go into, rather dodgy social circles just so they can, get hotter women. Like, let's be honest. Why do people go into drugs and alcohol and go to strip clubs?
Infiltrate the network.
In the clubs, often very attractive people are attracted to that dangerous environment. And if you go too far in that, on that journey, it might corrupt your soul. So honestly, I do think it's good to have a strong set of moral boundaries, a code you live by, some good values, because otherwise you're just going to be swayed by what society wants from you. And most of the time, a lot of the time, what they want from you is detrimental to your future, to your health. You'll be able to tell what decisions are good and bad for you in the long run. Always watch your social circle. Make sure you be around good people who have your best interests at heart, not people who will sway you down the wrong path and get you into dangerous situations just because it feels good in the moment. Of course, it's easier said than done. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I might slip up a little bit. But overall, try and know who you are, know what you stand for, and I think you'll be okay.